Welcome to Performance Rewired. I'm Dana. I'm a coach, a strategist, and a systems expert for high-achieving professionals who are done trading their health for results. This podcast is for executives, entrepreneurs, and elite performers who want to rewire the way that they work so they can lead, perform, and live with more energy and control. Each episode is packed with straight-shooting insights and tools to help you build a system that sustains success from the inside out. No fluff, no burnout, just performance rewired. Now let's get to it. Hey guys, this is Dana and welcome to episode 2 of Performance Rewired. On this episode, we're going to talk about why your team doesn't need wellness perks. They need internal infrastructure. So corporate wellness, it's not broken because people don't care. It's broken because it wasn't designed for performance. I'll say that again. It's not broken because people don't care. It's broken because it wasn't designed for performance. And if your top performers are foggy, they're fatigued, their brains are fried, they're just not performing the way that they should perform or the way that you know that they have performed in the past and they're just not doing it anymore, and you feel like you've already implemented some sort of wellness strategy into your corporate world and it's still not working, this episode is for you. So let's start with the real question. Why are the wellness perks that you have already had over and over again in your corporation, why are they not working? For one, these wellness programs, they're extras. They don't integrate, they're not like integrated into the infrastructure of your business. It's literally just an extra. It's literally like, hey guys, we're gonna walk on hot coals today. And it's going to help us with our XYZ wellness thing. So what's great is that you guys like all walk on hot coals and you're going to talk about it for like 6 months. Like, wow, we walked on those hot coals. That was great. But the thing is that once you're done walking on those hot coals, everyone's going to go back to their room and do the same exact thing they've always done. Walking on, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I know plenty of people who do that in their programs where they walk on hot coals and they love it. And like the executives love it too. But let's face it, at the end of the day, once they're done doing that, everyone just goes back to their office and goes back to doing what they're doing. They're still tired. They're still exhausted. They're still eating like crap. They still are sleeping on 2 hours of sleep. And then they still are coming in the office trying to function and then they simply can't. Another reason why it doesn't work. High performers, they don't want self-care. They're tired of the self-care thing. Like they can do that when they're home at nighttime, before bed. They can do the self-care routine then. When it comes to being inside the corporation, the business, they want a system that's actually going to help them with output. Let's face it, you're all on the same team. You all want the same thing for your business, for the corporation. You want the output to be great so that the business can be great and continue to grow and grow and grow, and you can all excel in this greatness together. And these wellness programs, having somebody come in to teach you guys how to meal prep, that's amazing. You don't have time to meal prep. Having somebody come in to tell you how to meditate, that's amazing. Not everyone's going to meditate, and meditating is really good for relaxing. It's really great for stress relief, which is another thing. Like, yeah, this is a great stress relief tactic for me, but it's not relevant to what's going on in the corporation. So that's like another main reason, a big reason as to why it's just so difficult for your high achievers within the office. It's so difficult for them to implement these already purchased programs because they don't have anything to do with long-term care and they're not really relevant to what the actual true problem, the root of the problem is within everybody in the corporation. And let's face it, you can't make everybody download a meditation app on an already high stressed out, overly exhausted executive and call it leadership support. So what does work for your high performing leaders? What actually does work? They need a complete and utter internal infrastructure rewire. They need energy, clarity, and capacity. These aren't personality traits, by the way. These are system outputs. So energy, like I know someone's like, oh, that's a high energy person. It's like, okay, but that's because they're taking care of themselves. It's not just like personality wise. Energy is not a personality trait. Let's be honest, okay? It's like you're high energy because you're taking care of yourself. You need clarity and you need that brain fog to go away. That's so important for anybody, especially a high performer. If your brain is foggy and there's absolutely zero clarity, nothing's going to happen. These systems also need to flex with pressure. They need to work with pressure and not collapse with it. There's a lot of these like I mentioned earlier, these little strategies that work, that like the second there becomes a little bit of pressure or maybe a lot of pressure and then people just throw everything out the window, there's really no long-term high pressure withstanding infrastructure that actually works. There's not a lot of that is being taught in a lot of these corporate wellness programs. And let's be honest, you guys need automation. Like, hello, your life is already so busy. Your business is so busy. Your team is so busy. Things need to be automated. You can't just put everything in your calendar and be like, oh gosh, I have to remember to do X, Y, and Z. Like, no, it needs to be automated for you to take the already high pressure of everything else. Like, you guys have enough pressure with everything else. You don't need extra pressure to try to remember to do something. Things need to start being automated for you guys, especially when it comes to health and wellness within your corporation and for your team. So here's how I approach things whenever I'm brought in to work with a team. The first thing I do, I diagnose the bottlenecks that are killing performance. I will literally go in there and I will watch what you guys are doing and I will talk to every single person and I will get a full on, true, honest report as to what is going on. I design a system that works within the schedule, not something that you have to do outside where everyone has to take a break and do 20 squats and do their little meditation thing. Like, no, I design stuff that actually works within the schedule and automates everything to make everybody else's life easier and sustainable within the company. And I focus on team-wide energy language, reset protocol, and leadership operating systems to help out everybody, not just one person or not just a handful of executives, but to help out every single executive who is within your team. And let's be honest, if it takes a seminar to use it, it's already failed. If your team is only operating at a 60% energy level, it's not a culture problem. You have a systems issue. Wellness perks won't fix it. Your hot coals, I'm sorry, I know you love them so much, they won't fix the problem. Performance infrastructure will. So if you're ready to stop guessing and actually optimizing performance within your team of high-performing executives, send this episode to the person who is responsible for your team's capacity. And stay tuned for the next episode where we talk about the myth of resilience and why your body is showing signs of decline. See you next time. Thank you for tuning in to Performance Rewired. If this episode gave you clarity, sparked a new insight, or challenged how you think about high performance, make sure you follow the show and leave a quick review. I work with entrepreneurs, executives, and elite professionals whose internal system can't keep up with their external success. Through the HD method, I help you build a sustainable foundation for energy, focus, and long-term performance without adding more to your already full plate. And if you're ready to stop running on empty and start operating at your highest level, click on the link below and book a call. Until next time, rewire your performance and reclaim your edge.